My lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the latest episode of Rimworld and the Northeast Miskatonic. In the previous episode we had a very tantalising quest opportunity to take on what would have been our largest raiding party to date. On reflection, I decided to ignore that potential opportunity because the numbers involved were just too high and I can't imagine it would have ended well for our colony. However, we did still face a little threat which is still present on the map in the form of a psychic drone ship surrounded by mechanoids that has dropped onto the corner of our map. Now, towards the end of the last episode, the Imperial Tribute Collector did arrive and they did battle the mechanoids, and while the Imperial Tribute Collector did suffer some casualties, as we can see here and here, they also did take out two of the mechanoids and they left another one rather injured. So in today's episode we're going to hopefully do away with this threat down here, and to that end we are currently mid-progress on the research of mortars. As soon as the mortars have been researched and we can construct them and their shells, we will shell the mechanoids from our base, and that should encourage them to come and engage our base, and we can use our defensive fortifications here to try and rise above the threat. The last thing of note in the previous episode was the birth of Slick, our third colony child to be born, and we can see here he is still under a mental state and he is pigging out. So let's continue now from where we left off and see what today's episode has in store for us. As I said, the main aim is to get the mortar research completed, to construct a mortar launcher and several shells, and then to turn that upon our would-be invaders down here in the bottom corner. Of course, doing that will lift the psychic drone that is currently present. It's currently at medium intensity and is having quite a severe effect on all of our male colonists. As you can see right now, several of our colonists are hard at work at a rather substantial mining order that we have queued up. Not only is this really helping our steel reserves, but it's also allowing us to bring some granite chunks back to the base. The aim of the game, of course, is to replace some of our bone and sandstone walls with some granite walls, and that obviously greatly increases the durability of said walls, and it's really going to boost our protection of our colonists when they're in and around the fortifications. While we were doing that, Bourne has created a masterwork pair of human leather pants, so kudos to you, Bourne. I wonder who's taken ownership of those then. Oh, nobody has them. Well, they're there for somebody, whoever wants them. And there we go, we have finished the research of mortars. So what we're going to do now, of course, is construct ourselves a mortar launcher. We're not going to do it by clicking the schedule tab, however. Here we go, mortar launcher. We need one reinforced barrel. Well, bugger. So I think we need a lathe to produce one of those. So let's have a look here. It will be under production, I am sure. We'll also want to do a drugs lab at some point for all the drug plants that we have sown out in our second greenhouse. Where is the lathe? We need an advanced component. Well, that's quite awkward, isn't it? Right then, so what we're going to have to do here is try and do this a little bit out of the box. What we could build, if I remember what category it falls under, here we go, we could build an orbital trade beacon and a comms console. We'll place the orbital trade beacon in our stockpile room here, like, you'll pop it just there, and our trade comms console we can put, well, it doesn't really matter where that is installed, so we can pop it there. And then hopefully we shall be contacted by a passing trade ship rather than a ground-based trade caravan, and we can hope and pray that they are selling or offering either a reinforced barrel or a advanced component. The advanced component would be preferable because then we could make our own barrels in the future, but of course that depends entirely on luck and what they have available, and there might not even be a ship passing by for the next few days anyway. Okay, so the orbital trade beacon is created, as we can see. And Born is creating more masterwork human leather pants. Well, check you out, Born, aren't you on a roll this episode? And there we go, our comms console is also activated. So all we need to do now is wait for the notification of a passing trade ship. Hopefully it will be soon, but there's no guarantee of that, of course. In the meantime, we need our next research project. So let's go ahead, open the research tab. I'll take a few minutes here, have a slow scroll through. What's happening here? Okay, so the psychic ship has sent all the animals on the map mad, which is... oh, not all of them. Looks like some of them aren't Manhunter. It sent nearby animals mad. And that was a bit of a backfire because they turned on the mechanoids. And believe it or not, an ibex looks like it's managed to take down one of the scythers. Yes, it would have been the ibex, looking at it there. So that's quite useful for us, actually. Thank you very much, Psychic Ship. You've managed to thin out your own numbers, or at least remove one of the threats anyway. Anyway, back to the research. I didn't actually select a project, so let's have a look through here. Okay, I've so decided that we're going to go for stone road building next. That won't directly improve the lives and lot of our colonists, but it does mean we can then start creating roads on the world map, which will allow access and travel around the map to occur a lot faster. And what we would do is we'd build a road to the nearest ready-made road, which, as if we just have a look at the world map here, we'll see isn't too far away. I think it's about maybe 5 cells away from where we are located, just here. So if we could build a road over to this, then it would mean visiting, raiding, or trading with our near neighbours, as well as fulfilling quests such as this one, should take a lot less time, because our colonists aren't going to have to struggle over the tundra and the mountains. So that's what we're going for next. Like I said, it's not going to be a direct improvement to our colonists immediately, but the benefits will be there long term. So the 2 pairs of masterwork human leather pants that that Born created for us have now been occupied by somebody. Okay, so we have our first trade ship, and they are a robot trader. So what we're going to want to do now is get our colonist with our highest social skill, which may well be Q with a score of 11, and we're going to have them contact the trade ship via the comms console. Indeed, it is Q. So Q, if you... where are you? Civil Securities Robot Trader. Give those a call for me. Whereabouts are you? Are you not too far away? Okay. So they don't have any components, advanced components as we can see, and nor do they have any barrels. What they do have is some gold, but as we can see, it's quite expensive. However, we do have a lot of silver. Now, if you're wondering where this came from, we had a meteorite shower a few episodes ago that I don't believe I included in the final cut, and 2 of those meteorites were silver meteorites, which I mined out, understandably, and that's where all this silver has come from. Anyway, so yes, we could buy the gold and some plasteel from these guys, and that would allow us to then build the multi-analyzer. However, that's going to be very expensive, so I'm not sure we're actually going to go ahead and do that. What I might do, however, is restock my components, although that's going to be very expensive, but we are going to need them a lot in the coming days. That would bump us up to over 50 components. I don't think... no, we'll leave that for now. We'll not conduct any trade with the passing ship. and we'll hopefully be contacted by another passing ship in the near future who might have something a little bit more suitable. Meanwhile, Beerhoff is going into a tantrum. Q, if you could attempt... Oh, you're right next to him. No, you cannot calm him down. Okay. Well, fortunately, given where he is, he's only attacking the outer walls, which isn't too much of a concern. He might break a few, as we can see here, but that's no major problem. I'd rather him destroy a few bone walls rather than coming through here and destroying some generators, for example. So we'll leave him to his rage, and we'll just replace any bone walls that get broken as and when he's calmed himself down. There we go. He's now all calm, and we only lost one bit of wall, which we'll just very quickly replace. So as far as mental breaks go, that wasn't too bad, and didn't have too much of a detrimental effect on our colonists. Okay, now this is getting worse. What's this done to our males now then? Let's see what happens here. Extreme psychic drone. Right, I think it's about time then we come and force the issue. Thankfully, the Scythers, which are the fastest movers, are dead. So we could potentially send a colonist out armed with whoever's got the longest ranged rifle and take a few pot shots to aggro them. And if we keep as much distance as possible, we might be able to outrun them. Let's see here. The Lancers move at 4.7 cells per second. I'm just going to check that they are all that speed. I believe they should be. I don't think any of these are... Well, he might be a bit slower as it's injured. Yes, there we go. But the ones in full health are 4.7 cells per second. I do believe Svetlana has our longest range rifle, the bolt action rifle, as we can see there on the radius overlay. She does fire quite a distance, but she only moves at 3.01 cells per second. Obviously, she has a peg leg. What we'll do then is we'll get Svetlana to drop her bolt action rifle, and then we'll get somebody else to equip that. Somebody like maybe Q. Yes, Q can easily outpace these Lancers. So Q will equip the bolt action rifle. Svetlana, you can equip the pistol. We'll let everybody get a good night's sleep, and then come the morning time, once we're all up and breakfasted, we will send Q down, take a pot shot at one of the mechanoids. That will then aggro them. We'll fall back. Hopefully we'll stay close enough, or they will stay close enough that they don't lose interest. We'll bring them back here, and we'll hopefully just slaughter them. Okay, so sermon conducted. Q is about to have breakfast, so we'll sort... Yep, there we go. That's breakfast for Q. What we're going to do now is get everybody drafted. That way, nobody should be outside while Q is aggroing our mechanoid friends. So these might be standing around for a little while they wait for Q to do her bit. Amy is only equipped with a melee weapon, so Amy, I want you to man the steel gun complex. And Slick, you have a poor quality revolver, so you may as well man the other steel gun complex. Everybody else will stay where they are. Q is on her way out here now. So we need to be around about here, perhaps. There we go. They've taken the bait, and we didn't even have to fire. We'll turn off run and gun, and... Oh, no, they haven't taken the bait. I thought they were going to. Run. They are taking aim. Damn it, they're not coming. Right, let's inch a little bit closer. And perhaps if we shoot the psychic ship, which we can't quite reach. Right, now they should come. We've hit them. Well, one of them's coming. And it stopped again. Okay. We are going to have to hit the ship, I think. And I think that should aggravate the entire bunch. So we'll use this old building here as a bit of cover for Q. Are you in range of the ship? You... not quite. So we're going to have to leave cover temporarily. Shoot the ship. Go, 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 go. Did we do any damage to the ship? I think we hit it. Okay, they're not coming. Right. Then let's go out and meet them. Let's get everybody drafted and get everybody down here. And we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I think using this handily placed ancient structure as a bit of cover will serve us quite well. Here we go now. Our colonists are filtering down into position. Now, we can't have everybody there and still take shots, so we might have to get them over here. Here they come. People should now open fire as and when they come into range. Amy is down, but not dead. Oh god, Amy is on fire. Right, Cody, you need to rescue Amy urgently before she burns. Rescue. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, you're on fire. I'll let you off. Right, are you now no longer on fire? Good. Right, rescue Amy, please. Ignore what's going on around you. Get your friend. There we go. Everybody else, fan yourselves out. That's one of the lancers down. That's good. Can we use any of our psychic abilities from this range? Yes, we can. That's another lancer down with the looks of it. Oh no. It looks like we're out shooting them here, which is good. How's Amy doing in terms of her... what do you want? What are her injuries? Okay, I can't select her, which is very annoying. Right, let's focus fire on just one of them. There we go. That's another one down. Let's get this last lancer. There we go. That's the lancers down. Now we need to move forward and start on the centipedes, of course. Right, start falling back. It looks like they're following now. Beerhoff is also injured and is bleeding out in 5 hours, so we'll get Beerhoff out of harm's way temporarily. Sadly, Amy is our primary medic. Oh god, Beerhoff's been hit again. Okay, there we go. So, who else can do a bit of medical? Gabe. What I want you to do is 10 Beerhoff. Yes, it's without medicine, but at least we'll stem the bleeding and keep him alive. Everybody else come forward. So we have 4 centipedes and 1 pikeman left to deal with. Let's see how they do here. Here they come. Fall back, fall back. Colonist needs rescue. So Cody has gone... where are you? You've gone catatonic right there. Amy is oh, you're bleeding out in 11 hours. That's fine. Cody, you're not even bleeding out. Right, I think we'll fall back for now. If they follow us, they follow us. If they don't, they don't. We can always regroup and come again. Beerhoff, how are your wounds? You're bleeding out in 10 hours. That's fine. Everybody get back into base. What we want Q to do is to rescue Amy. Born, if you can rescue Cody. And Beerhoff, we want you to go and rest. Let's just undraft everybody there. And that's just reset everybody's job that I assigned them. Okay, Q, rescue Cody. Born, rescue Amy. Now you two are having a meal. Well, yes, you 3 are having a meal, which is fine. You're not a part of the rescue party, so to speak. Svetlana, I want you to haul the revolver. We don't want that left outside. Did we drop a gun over here? It was the elephant. Yes, it was Amy. It was the elephant tusk weapon, melee sword thing. Right, Gabe, how are you? You're bleeding out in 9 hours. Who's our most critical patient? Okay, right. I want you to tend to Amy. and then tend to yourself now that you have access to medicine. Our medicine stocks are quite low. Oh, we've still got... No, we've got plenty. And then you automatically tend to Beerhoff. Cody, 3 conditions, but you're not bleeding out. Okay, Slip's gonna slip. Slick is now going to start digging up corpses. So, as we can see, this psychic drone is now starting to take effect on our colonists. Gabe is in stable health. Amy is incapacitated, but is otherwise stable. Beerhoff is stable. The only person we have left to worry about is Cody. So I want Gabe to prioritize tending to Cody. Amy has got an infection. So as soon as that round of treatment's done, you're switching your attention back to Amy. Okay, the treatment wasn't the best, but hopefully the immunity will outpace the infection. Q, I want you to preach health to Amy to give her an extra element of defense against the infection. So we're now going to let everybody rest up, get fully healed and recovered, and then we'll come down and go again. A human computer from the 4th Infantry Division is passing... Oh. Go on, take one down, at least damage them. Okay, so you didn't take anybody down, but you should have at least inflicted some damage. Amy is back up on her feet. Amy, please rest until healed. How is she doing with her infection? Her immunity is outpacing the infection, so that's good. Oh, we have another infection, and that is Gabe. Sadly, we're not able to preach health to Gabe because we've already used that. Who was our next best? We might have to get Amy to tend to him. Yes, looks like Amy and Gabe will have to alternate tending to one another. Well, that was a good 10 quality there, 52%, so hopefully Gabe isn't in too much harm's way. Here's Henry's corpse. Shall we put him back? And Slick, I want you to bury him, please. You're the one who dug him up. You can stick him back in his tomb. Oh, sugar lumps. Gabe has developed sepsis. This could end very badly. Amy, tend to Gabe ASAP. Hopefully, no, use a Glitter World medicine. We have it there. Right, get back to bed, Gabe. You also need to... Oh, you can feed him, then get back to bed. We do need to set somebody else as a doctor for the meantime, just so they can feed our patients while they rest. So about half an hour until Amy can be treated again. There we go. Gabe, you want to tend to Amy, please. Yes, I know Svetlana was coming to do it. Glitter World medicine, see, that's what we should have been using for the sepsis. Right, you go back to rest now, Gabe. So a bit of micromanagement here, but that's fine. Luckily, Cody's fine. He's just got a catatonic breakdown, so shouldn't have any risk of infection. No, a bit of malnutrition, but Svetlana can tend to that. Amy, how are you doing now? Oh, you're flying through. Brilliant. Amy is pretty much out of the woods. Gabe, I think you're okay, but it might be touch and go. So as soon as you can be tended again, we'll get Amy to do that. How soon until Q can preach health? Another 2.3 days, so hopefully we won't need to do that and Gabe will be out of the woods by then. But if needed, that's what we're going to do, of course. So the infection should no longer be a factor for Gabe. It's just the sepsis now, but it is rising. Amy, you have developed your immunity, so you are completely out of the woods. Beerhoff, please don't get an infection, for God's sake. No, I think you are going to be okay. That's another round of treatment on the infection. 60% is a good treatment level. You've pretty much got the immunity now, so that's fine. It's just the sepsis, as we said. Gabe has got secondary damage from the sepsis, and what's that affecting? Let's have a look. His lungs. So that's a 10% drop in efficiency on both his left and right lung. which is never good, but it could be worse. So his breathing has dropped 20% in total. You can be tended in 5 hours. How close are we to another round of preach health? 1.3 days, so I don't think you will be out of the woods by the time we can do that. Amy, what's your problem? Why are you so upset? Insulted ×2 in darkness. You're sick. Are you still sick? Oh, you've still technically got the infection. Okay. There we go. I'm going to actually disallow use of the herbal medicine before we go and tend to Gabe. That way we have no choice but to use the Glitterworld medicine, which should give us a much better outcome. Right, here we go. Amy, I know you've just gone to bed, but Gabe is potentially dying here. 100, wow, 130%. Get a load of that. That should really start kicking that immunity speed up now. How's Cody doing? Well, he's still catatonic. Don't know how long you're going to be catatonic for. Yeah, it's dropped to 54%. Immunity 80%, 81. I'm pretty confident in now saying that Gabe is going to pull through. And despite, or, notwithstanding the secondary damage, Gabe should come out of this no worse for wear. Slick has been initiated into the cult. That's good to see. We have a major break risk, Beerhoffenborn, no doubt related to that damn psychic ship we have over here. I don't know if it can go any higher than extreme. I wouldn't like to find out. How are we doing? 88%, down to 53% spread. Svetlana is pregnant, so here comes colony child number 4. Congratulations, Svetlana. That now means we're going to need to expand our living area. But we have room down here to do so, so that's not a problem. There you go. You've developed your immunity. You're back on your feet, Gabe. Glad to have you back with us, my friend. I did fear the worst when you developed sepsis, but it's really great to see him back on his feet. Okay, we don't have a lot of food, or at least ingredients left in stock. However, we do have the potatoes to harvest, and they are being harvested now. So we might have to do a bit of hunting soon. Although, oh no, we've got a few ibex up here which are quite close to us. I was going to say all of the animals are congregating near the mechanoids. We have a flash storm. That's striking over here. So no real danger to us. But we will keep an eye on that, of course. Here's where that meteorite shower landed. We can see all the meteorites here. 2 granite ones, there's the uranium one, sandstone, marble and limestone, and there were 2 silver ones, which, as I said, I have mined out already. So the flash storm is over. Okay, I think we are going to go one more round with the mechanoids and see what happens. Obviously, we can't bring Cody with us this time. He's incapacitated. So we're going to send everybody else down. They've all just worshipped, and I think most of them had breakfast as well. But we're not, hopefully not going to be down here for too long. If the fight starts to go south again, we will do a tactical withdrawal. I mean, last time around we did manage to take out the Lancers, which is a big step forward. But we really need to get rid of the rest of them, and that psychic ship especially needs to go. So let's get everybody fanned out nicely. What we'll also do is we'll have Amy issue a combat command once everybody is in the radius. There we go. That should boost everybody's combat skills. Right, fall back away from that fire. Gabe's been hit again. Oh god, Gabe, don't get sepsis again, whatever you do. Gabe, how's your injuries there? A bit of blood loss, nothing too severe. We'll get Gabe into some sort of cover. And then we'll have Gabe tend to himself. Meanwhile, everybody else, if you could just come this way a little. Amy, you don't have a weapon. Go, get out of there. Don't run and punch it. That's a silly idea. Okay, Gabe has tended himself and stopped the bleeding there. Get out of there, get out of there. That inferno cannon is not what we like. Q, where are you going? Get out of there, what are you doing? Oh, you're on fire. Oh, shit. Right, this could be bad. We certainly don't want it to be Gabe. Gabe's already had some damage. However, he has tended to his wounds. Is anybody else injured? No, it's just Q. Right. Who don't I mind losing too badly? Well, I don't want to lose Beerhoff because that is going to upset Svetlana. Likewise, I don't want to lose Svetlana. Quinn and Haruka, that would upset Q and Gabe. Born, I'm sorry, it's you. Rescue Q. And do it quickly. Oh shit, Beerhoff's down now as well. Right, Amy, rescue Beerhoff. Oh, bollocks. Oh, it's all gone Pete Tong. I shouldn't have come down for the second round. Right. What do we do here? Death in 4 hours. Death in 14 hours. And they're not going to let us get them. Might have to let them two go. I don't really want to risk anybody else for those. So I certainly don't want to risk Amy. Who is... Come on. Turn away, turn away, turn away. Right. Oh, we're going to have to stabilise them there, which is going to be difficult, especially Svetlana, who's bleeding out in 4 hours. Right, I think we just leave them. Shall we leave? Can we try? Try it. Come on, try it. Quinn, please. Come on, come on, come on. Quickly, quickly, go. Oh, bollocks, Amy's been hit. Go, keep going, keep going, keep going. So you've got a gunshot on the torso. Right, now that you're out of harm's way, I want you to stabilise Svetlana. Born, likewise. And you need to stay... How long does Q have before she dies? Okay, you can't... Yeah, tend Q. Q, you are bleeding out in 8 hours, so not too bad. But we need to get the bleeding stopped. Svetlana, how are you doing? Bleeding out in 3 hours. Amy, come on, Quinn. In and out. Ninja style-y. There you go. And they should lose interest. Yes, so we're fine. So again, Quinn, what I want you to do now is to tend to Beerhoff. Get them stabilised before we take them back. So they're taking shots, but I think we're under quite a bit of cover here. Right, how long until you bleed out? 8 hours. Beerhoff, 12 hours. Born, sorry, Q, 7 hours. Right, rescue them now. We've got enough time to comfortably get them back to base. And we don't want to risk getting hit by one of these shots coming in. Born is bleeding out himself. Right, so tend to yourself, Born. Q, 10 hours. Right, in fact, rescue. And then we'll get everybody into the hospital. And once we've treated everybody and gotten their wounds patched up, we'll end it for today. And we'll have to pick up this little event in a future episode. Travellers need resources. Well, the travellers can bugger off. Bigger priorities right now. Amy, are you bleeding out still? 23 hours, right. Mana drain, don't care. Not a problem. Tend to yourself. Don't die first. Disease, infection. Why wouldn't you? Born, what are you doing? Where are you? How close are you? You're nearly there. Fine. We need to get Q into hospital ASAP. Amy, have you tended to yourself? Yes. Brilliant. Right. Triage time. Gabe, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Beerhoff. You're pretty fine, although your left leg's been blown off. Oh dear. Svetlana. You're fine. You're patched up. Slick and Haruka were uninjured. They're fine. Amy is hopefully fine, pending obviously no infection. Okay, here we go. Amy, get Q. Get born. Cody's back up on his feet. Good. Extra pair of hands. Right. Don't. No. We want Amy to tend to Q. We can't lose Q. Use medicine. That's it. Use the Glitterwell medicine. That's the last of our medicine reserves. Where's my heads-up display gone? What have I pressed? What's happened? Oh, God. What's happened here? Why have half of our colonists gone? What's happening? I must have pressed something. Is it tab? No. What have I pressed? No, it's not F1. That's just stopped the recording. There we go. It's back. Right, brilliant. Amy's got an infect. Of course she has. Why? Where's my colonist bar gone? What's happened? Oh, God. I don't know what's happened here. Have I clicked something down here, perhaps? Right, we'll have to figure this out in the next episode or off camera. Right, we'll save it here and we'll end it for today. What an eventful episode. This could end with us having a far smaller colony in the coming episode, but we'll see what happens. If nothing else, it was a little bit of fun. How are we doing on these actually? 67, 62, 100, 72, 38. So one of them is almost gone. Fantastic. What are you? Heavy charge blaster. You, Inferno Cannon, we need you gone. And you, the others, needle guns, heavy charge blasters, not great, but yeah, we need to get those gone. Right, okay, so yes, we'll leave it paused, because I can't see half my UI anymore, which is very, very frustrating. And we're just going to save it here and pick it up in the next episode, hopefully with a fully functioning UI once again. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's been an exciting episode, action-packed. And if we lose people, then so be it. That's all part of Rimworld, isn't it? I knew I shouldn't have gone for the second assault, but never mind. We came off a lot better first time around, but there you go. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below. And if you want to subscribe for the future episodes and content, then obviously feel free to do that as well. But for now, all that remains for me to say is, as always, ladies and gentlemen, take very good care of yourselves. It's ta-ta for now.